Hey, what's going on, guys? Coach Bonds here. Doing my hours and just getting in everybody's sessions and stuff. And so we're going to chat today while I do that. So this week, I don't know if you guys follow the Holistic Psychologist, which I highly recommend. If you're watching this on a replay, pause this video, go type in the Holistic Psychologist. There may be some dots in there. But anywho, you probably seen some of her stuff. Everyone is there are psychologists all over the internet that are trying to be like her. She's the standard. Think of, fitness pages back when there were just a few of us on here. And that was the standard. How Arnold is the standard. The Holistic Psychologist is the standard for modern psychology. And granted, this may not be a consensus. Everybody may not feel this way, but okay, so when the owner sees this video, he's going to be like, why did you take my sign? I didn't take it down. I touched it and then it fell and then I didn't put it back up. Anywho, I'm not trying to this is where I'm at. I train here during the week, okay? Anywho, Holistic Psychologist is the bee's knees. She's the one that taught a lot of us that, hey, you have an anxious attachment or you have a distant or all those other attachments that people have. Mine is a avoidant attachment. She's taught people that, hey, your issues with your mom have more to do with your mom, not you. And she has brought so many things to the light that have been so beneficial. Why am I saying this? Because Holistic Psychologist has been going hard for us for years. And the moment she made a response to someone else's tweet, I don't know whether it's Gen Z, I don't know whether it's the far left, I don't know who this is, but they came for her. They canceled her. They're like, this is problematic, yada, yada, yada. And I want to pause. I hope that this type of live will ruffle feathers in the fact that if you don't moving forward, if what I'm about to say, we're not on the same page, then I'm probably not the type of practitioner or health facilitator whose beliefs are aligned with yours. So this will help you figure out right now. I'm gonna tell you what she said. Someone posted a tweet that said, most depressions can be fixed. I want you to pay attention to keywords. The words were most, not all, not yours, not everyone, not all of the time. She should have said some, but as a content creator, I'm well aware of the fact that there are nuances, meaning this probably isn't going to be true all of the time, but this is a blanket statement. As someone that works in health and fitness, I understand blanket statements because at the end of the day, I got to train everybody almost a different way according to them. But there are some blanket statements that I can make that apply to the general public. So she said most depression can be fixed by, and she started adding some foundational things that every fucking human should be doing. She said walk. She said sunlight. She said water. And Holistic Psychologist commented, this is true. The internet goes wild. Oh my God, she's problematic. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, hold up. If you took your car to the shop and said, I think something's wrong with my transmission. My transmission's not moving. It keeps stalling out. I need some fluid. And they're like, yeah, you probably do. But I don't know if you know this, young lady, but you don't have any gas in your car. And you're like, yeah, but fix the transmission. You're like, you don't have any gas in your car. And you're like, but fix the transmission. Your ass. You see where I'm going with this? So if someone is depressed, and you can even throw in obesity in there too, because people get mad when we say this. If someone is obese or overweight and or depressed, I'm not saying that these all have the same issues. Stay with me. And they come to a health facilitator like myself for help with weight loss. Unless I'm making money off of giving you drugs, I'm not going to give you drugs first. I'm not going to go that route first. I want to hear everything, because the amount of people that tell me they're overweight or are depressed and all of these things, when I take a holistic approach and inventory and I'm listening to everything they're saying, what they're telling me, I'm like, you say that you're depressed, but you don't leave the couch ever. Okay. You say that you're depressed and you don't drink water ever. We're not saying that those are the reasons why you're depressed or you're fat. Sorry. It's just real. People call themselves fat. And it's a scientific word. Please guys, if you're very sensitive, you probably shouldn't be here. So anywho, if you are telling someone that you're depressed and you are not going outside and getting sunlight, you are not moving your body every day, and you're not even giving your body water, those are key components to you having a very well functioning body. And for whatever reason, people think that their mind and their body are separate. That's literally what mind and body is all about, is teaching you how to function in tandem with your body. And so with that said, if you are any of those things and you're not doing the bare minimum to give your body what it needs, how the fuck can you expect to get better? So when the girl said she didn't say it cures. She said it can help. That's the second word, help. Help doesn't mean fix. Help doesn't mean cure. It means help, right? Like if you were wiping your ass and there was poop and you didn't have any toilet paper, are you just going to leave it there? Or are you going to, you know what I'm saying? Like you're going to try to find something to at least help. It may not fix the problem. And so the point of this is not about whether or not those things are true, which they are. It will help. Okay. If you are sad about external situations or even like nothing at all, right? Because depression is a chemical imbalance. And I love that the person arguing with me brought that up. Because if you have a chemical imbalance, what are those chemicals that are imbalanced inside of you? Number one, most people can't answer that question. But number two, if you have a chemical imbalance, how would you fix that imbalance? Well, most people would say you go get an antidepressant or you get a pill. And yes, you can. But I want you to know that we didn't always have antidepressants. We didn't always have pills. We didn't always have science. Human beings relied on holistic or natural methods of healing. And for whatever reason, and I think it's very convenient that Big Pharma has a lot of money and stake in this. For whatever reason, we decided that as we became more technologically advanced, that human beings did not need to rely on holistic methods for healing. Now, this has a lot to do with, and this is where I'm going to get nuanced here. And again, if you are not on the same wave as me, this is probably not the same, this is not the safe space for you. But a lot of this has to do with, let me use the right verbiage here, colonization. And telling people of indigenous tribes and telling people who have natural beliefs and very strong cultures and traditions connected to those cultures and traditions that the way that they do stuff is demonic or the way that they do stuff doesn't work when, hey, hi, hello, those people have been doing this shit for thousands of years. You know why we tell people that these things don't work? One, because Americans are impatient. Not just Americans, most people in developed countries, but we're impatient and we want results overnight. So a pill can do something for me much quicker than going about it the long way of the holistic approach. And so that is why. Number two, it's profitable. We live in a capitalistic society, which means people will capitalize on you every opportunity that they get. So people love to spend money. People love to invest in things for their weight loss. But what people don't like to invest in is the things that are going to help them, like the actual shit that works. You tell someone, if someone comes in here to lose weight and here's a good example. I had a dude come in, not my client. It was another client here, came in for a nutrition consultation. And sorry, a text message. He came in for a nutrition consult and he wanted like meal plan. He wanted macros. He wanted all this crazy stuff. And I'm looking at the way he eats and the way he eats is fine. I'm looking at his activity level. His activity level is fine. As a holistic practitioner, I listened to all of his day and all of his life and learned, oh, you just drink too much alcohol. And he's like, yeah, but give me this meal plan. I'm like, you're already eating the amount of calories and protein that you should a day. It's just alcohol. But he's like, yeah, but give me this. Because that's our nature. Like we want something. We don't want to do the work. That's also another thing that is in very much in alignment with our American culture is that for whatever reason, like if we can find a shortcut, a lot of us will try to take it. We don't want to take the time that it takes to build that success. Okay. This went in a totally different direction, but this is what it's like being my client. You come to me for one thing and I'm going to give you that and everything else that you need to help you be strong in whatever you're trying to build. So in conclusion, no, I'm not saying that if you're depressed, overweight, that you need to just go outside and walk and you'll magically lose weight. That's not what we're saying. And if that's what you got from that, you need to go sit down and have a talk with yourself about why you like twisting words instead of letting them sit and marinate so that you can process what's actually being said. Okay? Let's go back to that. I'm not against drugs. I'm not against people getting having extra help to help you get places. But I will say this, y'all can't be shitting on the people who studied science, who studied psychology, who studied human anatomy and physiology and that do this for a living and have seen time and time again that this is what works. And what's funny is that in about 10 or 20 years, when all these people who are, oh my God, it was problematic that she said to get sunlight and water. In 30 years or so, when they're old as fuck and they're their primary care physician and they're asking them, not old as fuck, years, old as fuck, because they didn't get any fucking sunlight or water and they didn't walk and their metabolic and physical age is 40 years older than them. And someone tells their asses to drink some water, walk, and get some sunlight. And they'll be like, fuck, someone told me to do this. And I told them they were problematic 30 years ago. Okay, I'm done.